Well, folks, we have some inventory to go through today. That means work for me as I go through and meticulously make sure everything arrived, get it added to the website. A lot of tedious stuff, but the fun part is opening the boxes and going through everything. I thought I would bring you all along for that one. Let's dive in, see what we got. All right, before we dive into the good part, a reminder, or introduction for those of you less familiar with tag and tackle. Our goal and mission is to keep fishing fun by keeping it simple. So our goal is not to carry every bait in every size and color option out there. We get the ones that work best for us. That usually means like a white color, a black or dark color, and a natural color option in most of the baits we carry. Simplified sizes, we target a lot of smallmouth, certainly some largemouth, but we don't have everything out there. We feel like by keeping those choices simplified, the gear you got to take with you, it can keep fishing a lot more fun. We totally acknowledge there's a time and place for all the nuances of the additional colors available. That's great, you can get those. But if you want a simplified option, tagandtackle.com is the way to go. So some of this is just restocking the baits that we have chosen to carry, but new baits hit the market all the time. And again, we like to choose the baits that work for us, but sometimes it means getting a bait and testing it out. So some of these are gonna be new to the market. Some are new baits that I gained access to with some industry shifts. I'm very excited about a few of these. So that's what you're gonna see here. We're gonna try out some new stuff. We're gonna restock some old stuff. Let's not wait any longer. All right, let's start with this little dude, see what we got in here. Good tape job there. All right. So this is where I get to go through, and I won't bore you all with the fun details, but line item by line item, make sure everything showed up as it's supposed to. I get to do that part later, but first off here, oh, this is perfect. So, Ned Rig Kits. If you are just getting started bass fishing, I highly recommend the Ned Rig, and these Z-Man Ned Rig Kits are a very, very easy way to get started. They come with a couple jig heads. These are a great way to get started. And what do we got here? TRD craws in black and blue. These craws are killer in the spring, well, summer too. And black and blue is just something that throw out when the water gets muddy. The visibility gets really low. That's the color you want. I just must not have had those in stock. Restock. Ooh, these are fun. These are not restocking. I forgot we ordered these. Okay. This is a Shrooms Micro Finesse Jig in, this one's green pumpkin. I love micro jigs. Again, I do a lot of smallmouth fishing, and I love Z-Man products. And these are nice, affordable, small jig that I haven't used before. And so this is something that I am kind of checking out, testing out. Looks like we got plenty of those. Another Finesse jig in moccasin craw. Got a moccasin craw in 1/8. So I wonder, okay, so this moccasin craw is 3/16. So I just got some different sizes there. Again, try to get a few. You need a few options, but not everything they possibly could give you. We'll get some of these in a minute. More Finesse jigs, 3/16 in black and blue. Again, so we got kind of a natural and that pumpkin. We've got a black and blue, 1/8 ounce. And I'm guessing this is a heavier green pumpkin. Yep, 3/16 green pumpkin. Perfect. Check those out. That'll be a new addition to tagandtackle.com. The Z-Man Shrooms Micro Finesse jigs. I am stoked to go throw those. It's just about time for pre-spawn where we are. And they do bite the jigs then. What are these then? Ooh, got nothing on the outside. Okay, more Z-Man stuff. Finesse Shrooms Ned Rig Jig Heads. Again, these are the classic Ned Rig Jig Heads. This one in 1/15 ounce. So this is likely just a restocking. These are something we've always carried. And again, I go through them quite a bit. They sell quite well. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else in here that isn't. Oh, nice. I don't remember getting these. in chartreuse. Finesse shrimp, Ned Rig Jig Heads, and chartreuse. I think probably because I've been doing a lot of copper truce in the Crush City, particularly Ned BLT. I think I mean, it's been months. It takes months to get these things in after you place the order. So I think I probably wanted to pair that with a lot more chartreuse colored plastics and give that a shot. So we're gonna have Ned Rig Heads for days here. All right, let's set some of this stuff aside. Let's get into the big box. All right. Good old Z-Man stuff, love it, but let's see what's in here. This is where the good times roll. Oh, a bunch of little boxes inside of bigger boxes. That'll be fun. It's gotta be Berkley or one of the bigger companies. What do we have here? I don't even know. All right, let's check this out. Yep, Strike King, perfect. Okay, cool. This is one I'm excited about. This is the Strike King Homing Minnow. So these are basically pre-rigged plastics for forward-facing sonar use. I mean, obviously you don't have to have forward-facing sonar to use them, but they're designed to be picked up there and kind of fished out in front of that. So I do have forward-facing sonar on my boat. I'm using it more and more, learning it more and more. So this is a bait that is fairly new to the market and is one that I want to try out. So it's not one that we at Tag and Tackle have a ton of experience with. So I'm assuming much of these are the Strike King Homing Minnows. This was a 3-inch, I think the other one was probably 4, it looked like. So little minnows, very excited to try those out. Sexy shad, gotta love that color. 4-inch and ghost shad. How many of these things did I get? That's great. Pearl in 3-inch, awesome, awesome. I think we all get the point with the homing minnows. Very excited to try those out. I will let you all know how they work. What else we got in here? So we have a couple more of those. Gosh, how many of those homing minnows did I buy? I think this is the last box of them. Yep, all right. Homing minnows for days. If you need homing minnows, you know where to go. All right, what's this thing? Oh, got some Seaguar. I'm always struggling with leader line. And Seaguar has these soft spool holders, line dispensers. I use those hard plastic Plano ones right now. And I drop all my gear eventually and they just crack. And I want to try these out. These look great. They're fairly new. I think this is like a medium size. This holds 3. So got a few of those. Some Eagle Claw stuff. Duo snaps. Didn't carry any of those. Always need some duo snaps. I got these more for salmon and trout, but I certainly will use some smaller ones just to swap out crankbaits quickly and easily. I know there's a lot of debate on whether or not you should tie directly to it or not. I like the snaps myself. I like to switch colors a lot, saves me a lot of time. More duo locks there. So Gamakatsu octopus hooks. We stocked up on some hooks. Got some size 1, Gammy octopus hooks. Siwash, again, these are open eye Siwash hooks in size 1 for coho season, primarily. We get a lot of lures that I like to swap out trebles for single hooks, and that's the way to do it. Got some Gammy, what size are these? Covered up. 1/0 drop shot hooks. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some more drop shot hooks on here. Those are G Finesse. Restocking some PowerBait in rainbow, I believe. Yep. And I know I was running light on. So what these are, they look like bullet weights. Awesome. So we got some tungsten teardrop shot weights. Love these bullet weights for drop shot fishing. I do a ton of drop shot fishing again. So we got that in, I believe these are all the same. 1/4 ounce, 1/8 ounce, 1/2 ounce, and 3/16 ounce. Running out of room already. What's in this little guy? Fusion bait holder, huh? Something from Berkley. Oh, just bait holder hooks. All right, cool. Must have been restocking that. Got some number 4 Berkley Fusion bait holder hooks. And I got some Suffix 832 high vis yellow, 1200 yards. I got it in 10-pound braid and 30-pound braid. These are for spooling up customer reels, so I only got a couple of those, just folks that come in. Those are pretty much like 90% of the test strength that I fish with when it comes to braid. I pretty much put 10 pound on all of my spinning rods for finesse stuff. And I use an 8-pound fluoro leader. And then pretty much everything else I fish is 30-pound braid. That would be my chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, not jerkbait. I actually don't use any braid for jerkbaits. I do have some like swim bait rods and like frog rods and that kind of thing. And those are like 40 and 50 pounds, somewhere around there. But I honestly rarely fish any of those things. So I find that these are the two, if you're gonna just really simplify, I recommend checking out a 10-pound braid for finesse, 30-pound braid for everything else that you're gonna use a straight braid for. I just black out with a big Sharpie. I just get a giant Sharpie and cut a little slit in the felt. And I take my high-vis line and I just mark off, blacking out a good 10 feet or so for my 30-pound braid. And I just go straight to my lures half the time. Well, more than half the time, most time. Okay, very good. I don't think they had these before. These are slow sinking spy baits. This is a Berkley slow sink Spy 70. That's the size, in ghost white. Berkley Chopo top water in, let's see, what color is this one? Bone 75. Gotta get them some of them shorties. And we have the slow sinking spy bait from Berkley, also size 70, and Stealth Shad. Love those guys when the bite gets tough in the winter. Easy bait to throw too, by the way. There's nuance to it like everything else, but all right, what do we got here? It's like Christmas Day, y'all. Except I got a lot of work after this. Square bowls. Love. Okay, so this is also perfect for heading into pre-spawn and spawn. This one, we have a Berkley square bowl, 5.5 in Gilly. That's this color. Oh, what else? What else? Oh, good. Always need more of this stuff. We carried some of this in the test that I fish most often. Love the Seaguar STS Salmon Fluoro leader. So this is a case of 25-pound. So again, that's a little bit more for the coho salmon steelhead. Yeah, a little less steelhead, but you certainly might need that sometimes side of things as opposed to bass. Same stuff in 20-pound. I think I just try to round out our options there because those are things that we use. So there should be one more around, floating around in there somewhere. There it is. Number 2, Gamakatsu drop shot hooks. 1/0 Siwash open eye, again for the Andromeda species that we love to fish up here in the Northwest. And size 1 Gammy drop shot hooks. This looks like more Seaguar stuff. What do we got here? 6-pound, great. So I think I carried as low as 8-pound before. Now we have 6-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon leader. All right, some of my favorite stuff here. This is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, green pumpkin watermelon. So for the drop shot and some other techniques, but like 99% I'm using this on my drop shot. It's PowerBait Maxscent. Flatworm, one of the classics, one of the best known baits out there. This one's 3.6 inch green pumpkin watermelon. That's what I'll throw when I want to catch a lot of smallmouth and don't really care about the size. You will get dinks all day long, but you will get dinks. You'll get fish. Over here, pretty sure this is more flatworm stuff, just in a different color size. This one is green pumpkin, so we're restocking that in 3.6. Again, Berkley flatworm, one of my favorite drop shot baits. And finally, what do we have here? Gobayashi color. This one's a bigger one. 4 1/4 inch. So just a slightly bigger one in their Gobayashi color. And we've uncovered more Berkleys. Let's go through here. Let's see if there's anything else. This is a green pumpkin watermelon. Flatworm in 4 1/4, so that bigger size. 4 1/4 in green pumpkin. 4 1/4 in black. That's great. I don't know that I had any black. Maybe I did. Oh, I did. In 3 1/2. Perfect. So rounding that out, and then more black 3 1/2. 3.6 actually. More Seaguar line here. 15 pound. And I'm guessing this is more of the same. 30 pound. All right, boxes inside boxes. Let's get these two out because that's all for this. All right, 2 more boxes, y'all. Ooh, this one, this is what I'm excited about. I hadn't talked about these too much because I didn't carry them. When I need scent, I go to the Berkley Maxscent, those PowerBaits for drop shots. Later on in the summer, particularly, these are my all-time favorites. These Roboworms, I should say all-time favorites. Again, those PowerBait, those Maxscents are up there. I alternate between those and these. I am so excited to be carrying Roboworm worms. I absolutely love the action that these give in the water. Again, they have a bit more action, I feel. The plastic is just a lot more malleable, and so I feel these are a better bait like when the water temperature comes up. So a lot in the summer. I am so pumped to finally be having and carrying Roboworm worms. So this is first one I opened. This is 4.5 inch straight tail worms, and this one's in Aaron's Magic. I do a lot of the 4.5, again, smallmouth, but you know, if you want to target larger smallmouth or largemouth, those 6 inchers will be great. What other colors do we have here? We got a Roboworm in 4.5 Margarita Mutilator, 4.5 in Fuego, which is this bright orange color. It'll be awesome in spring. All right, so the 6 inch. They're all straight tail worms in Aaron's Magic. 6 inch green neon pumpkin. This is easily one of my favorite colors. 4.5 green neon pumpkin, awesome. 6 inch Margarita Mutilator. 6 inch Fuego. So as you can see, this is kind of our philosophy, right? I'll choose a few colors, couple sizes within them. We have something really bright. I have good success for that, like late pre-spawn, spawn, early summer kind of thing in these brighter colors. The neons stuff is way great in summer. I mean, they all work year round, but those Fuego things I find really early in the season to be great. Those oranges and reds. So that's why I get those colors, and then, you know, darker stuff, and just kind of pick some that I can just stock 2 or 3 colors and 2 sizes maybe, and just keep it really simple for myself. All right, last box. What do we have here? Who's this even from? Plano. Interesting. Oop, plastic came right off of it. Worm bag stowaway stuff. All right. I don't have a lot of tackle storage, but I don't know about you all. I have way too many worm plastics, and so I got some of these to see how people liked them. I'm gonna give a shot myself. These are storage for these very things right here. Stuff those in there. Keep them nice and organized. Keep them nice and tidy on the boat. We got a few of those in, and folks, I think that's it. And now I get to go and count every single one of these, create entries on the website. By the time this video is out, this all should be available at tagandtackle.com. As a reminder, everything you see here is a minimum 10% off MSRP right off the bat when you go to tagandtackle.com. So you're gonna get a good deal just from buying from tagandtackle.com. That's where you can go to get a streamlined shopping experience. You're gonna get the baits that work, at least for us, and you get it at 10 to 15% off discount right off the bat. Just as easy as tagandtackle.com. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this. If not, I'm sure I'll find out in the comments or the views, but it's always fun to go through these boxes of inventory. It's less fun to actually go through line item by line item, but you don't have to worry about that. You get to go through the fun part with me. We will see you on the next one, folks. Check out tagandtackle.com, get some gear if you need to, and get out there and have some success on the water. Pre-spawn starting, summer's right around the corner. It's about to be on, folks. Get out there. See you then.